What's up, observers? So in this series, in this playlist, trying to walk through some pre-pitch movements for how some elite hitters create energy and ultimately put that energy into baseball time and time again with a lot of success. So in this example, we're going to look at Nolan Arenado from his 2017 or 2018 campaign. That ultimately lets him. I think he was like third in the MVP voting that year. But I just want to kind of check out. Obviously, this is a homer to the pull side, but again, we're not going to be focused too much on the swing here. More so the pre-pitch movements. And so if we hit play again here, I'll watch his feet. Tap, 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 boom. And so what I think is super interesting about a guy like Arenado is. Um, how he uses both of his feet and his hands to create timing. And you actually see this quite a bit with some very high level players, but you don't actually see this being taught, and you would actually see it being kind of, I don't want to say reprimanded, but kind of coached out of kids at a young age where, again, um, if we start to look at how he's generating energy, I want you to look at not only his front foot, but his back foot too. So, again, let's just kind of scrub through this. He's trying to find himself with his back foot, step front foot, step back foot, step front foot, step back foot, step front foot. So, obviously, this series is about pre-pitch movements, and so we kind of get into his gather here. And obviously, we can't necessarily compartmentalize every single part of everybody's swing because it's supposed to flow naturally into the next stage. But again, we want to look for how are people gathering energy and the multitude of ways that they do that so that we can A, learn from them and B, coach that into players or allow players to be themselves or have some personality or, not personality might not be the right word, but some natural movements that maybe we don't want to coach out of them. And so ultimately what I love about Arenado, again, if we kind of push play again, is he's never really going to be going from nothing, right? He's always kind of got some energy going, and then he's going to take that energy and then push that into his gather so that he can put a good swing on it. But this is, again, this whole series, the pre-pitch series, pre-swing series is about how to try to generate some energy in a controlled way so that you can set up your gather and set up your swing in a really efficient way to try to put, again, maximum power, but maximum control, right? You have to find a balance between swinging all out with all of your energy and hitting the ball in the sweet spot, right? There's a balance there, and you see very different styles of hitters do very different, kind of take their own approach for like that for that spectrum or that trade-off. But the very best hitters do kind of are in the middle there. They're not trying to hit the ball 600 feet. They're trying to put a really good, solid swing on it with enough energy that they can also hit home runs. And so, again, if we just kind of scrub this through and watch the rest of this swing from Arenado, I think this is just, an awesome swing. And that's a home run. All right, observers, talk soon.